Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. First off, got to apologise for going a bit silent over the summer. I've had so much on, took on a new job. I've been doing a bit of air shows, as you've seen. Went to Germany, got back. I think I did one other video. We went to Sywell Air Show, and then I just had a bit of a break from it. I've not managed any cricket. I got my ECB licence, it's hung up. I've not managed any cricket at all, and apart from the aviation photography, the camera has been pretty dormant. So anyway, we're back in the game, and it's mainly a video just to say to all you guys that are out this coming weekend. EFL starts this weekend, so you've got Championship, League 1 and League 2. I'm at MK Dons versus Bradford this weekend. Not been down to Dons before, bit of a trek, but looking forward to that. And it was just a video just to say good luck with this season for all you football photographers. Hope you have a good season, and keep in contact on the Facebook chat, on the Facebook photography group, on photography chat. And yeah, keep posting your work and that. It's great to see. Get some nice conversations going on techniques and whatever, and different ways that we all approach a game. So yeah, I've done, what have I done now? 4 football friendlies. Plan was to do a video on each one, but life's just been a bit hectic, and before you know it, it's Friday, and it was fairly irrelevant for the games. But I've got to go over last weekend's game. I went to Leeds for their friendly game against Valencia, and not only did I do, I think I sent in 200 images, and at least probably 170 of them are man and ball and the stock photography that we all like to get at the friendlies, which is what the first sort of 4 or 5 games, certainly the first month, will be collecting as much stock photography as we can. And I just thought I'd show you how I approach a friendly game, really, and how I collect stock. I've got the images loaded up, so without further ado, let's jump into the laptop and go through last weekend's set. Right, well, as you can see, I still approach a friendly game before the season starts as if it was a proper game, mainly to get my eye back in. So as you can see here, just a generic shot of the programme, Leeds United versus Valencia CF. You can see what's happening, you see what game it is, and we're off. So got that, and then I think pretty quickly, these aren't quite in order, look, but Valencia get to the ground and come out, and it was quite nice to see a Spanish side there. They're quite well in La Liga, but as you'll see in a minute, Leeds won 2-1 in the end. But yeah, I thought they were going to give Leeds a better game than they did. But anyway, we've got them arriving here, and just, where are we? Just having a look. If I go back, just having a look round. Didn't know who any of them were. But it was all about Leeds stock, really. So yeah, got them arriving. Got a close-up of their shirt just in case it's needed. You never know. And then the Leeds players just signing a few autographs and that, and gathering on the pitch. The general stuff beforehand, you know, just to start that set going again. It's just nice to build a set and document the whole day, not just the game itself, you know. And he's always a good character, is Jorginho. He was signing some autographs and bits and bobs, so that was great. We've seen that one. Bit more of the lads just looking around the ground, and Jorginho looked straight down the lens. He was funny. He always gives you 1 or 2 images, he does. And there we've got Nonto. He tends to keep himself to himself a bit, and he was just walking around the pitch, so shot a couple of him. Then the Valencia boys are all sat in the dugout, so that made quite a nice image. But and then we're just looking for generic stuff then, general views. Leeds fan obviously with the new top on, the Red Bull sponsor, so that was nice. And he was just sat there in his seat, just minding his own business. Got there nice and early, and then I went back outside, just get some fans arriving, and slow shutter speed here. Look, just wanted to try and get a bit of a sea of fans sort of type thing. So what we at here, we're at 13th of a second. Knocked the aperture right up to f25. Look at ISO 100 and 22mm. Oh, incidentally, I've got a new lens. I've got an RF lens. I've got an RF 15 to 30. nothing special, just a nice little cheap lens just for my GVs and that. And then the plan is obviously to keep progressing with the mirrorless. I'll have to do what's in my bag for 24-25 season, so I'll go over that. But yeah, I wanted to, if I'm going to buy any more lenses going forward, it's going to be an RF lens, so I've got that. My 16-35 was actually playing up a bit, and when I was in Germany, the autofocus packed up, so I've got to get that serviced and get that motor looked at, and then I'll trade that in for perhaps a professional RF lens, you know, the pro range if you like. But for now I'm actually filming on the 15-30. It's a spot on lens, and I think I'm going to trade in my 5D Mark IV for perhaps an R6, because as you'll see in a minute, I needed a widey at this game and I didn't have one by my feet. Obviously I've got the R5 on the 400, the RF 400 2.8, and I've got the R3 on the 70-200, so just need a third mirrorless now to have that widey by my feet. And I'll obviously keep the 1DXs as remotes for now. But anyway, back to the set. Here we are, more fans arriving, and it was just nice. I just managed to keep this lettering in, look, Leeds United, so we know where we are, and there's obviously quite a few Leeds fans there in their kit. But and then just a bit of merchandise, fans buying merchandise, and then I followed this young man and his father back into the ground, so I thought that was quite nice just to get the number and rode on his back, and back into the ground, bit of warm up, just the Leeds players warming up, and a few of the Valencia players warming up. Lovely depth here, look at the depth, that's on the 400 obviously at 2.8, and nice bit of depth, just some general shots of them warming up, and then we're into the game and we're looking for stock now. It's purely stock with a bit of action if it's there, but obviously mainly stock. I'm just a bit of action here, nice bit of action and a lovely drop-off look. And few of the always keep an eye on the dugout still, so just a bit of Daniel Farker, 2 or 3 different guises look, and again you could zoom into that if you wanted. Incidentally, these are at obviously on the 400 with the 1.6 crop. Is it 1.4? Whatever crop it is. And lovely quality still, look, even if you zoom in on Farker. Let's zoom in again, look. And it's really great quality. I mean, that could be used anywhere, look. Yeah, it's a little bit waxy perhaps, but that's properly zoomed in, you know, and at full frame it's absolutely fine. So yeah, and then just lots. I'm just going to zim through these and show you what I think is that's probably quite a nice stock image, because all they'll do is cut round him anyway, I would have thought, you know, and that's just a nice one running with the ball in frame. And same again there with Rodon, look, that's quite a nice stock image. So's that, you know, and just a bit more of Farker, look. Getting the referee in, so getting plenty of the ref in as well. That was the Valencia keeper. And just lots of stuff. I mean, oh, here's the first goal actually on the R3, and the R3 is spot on for this. Ball's a little bit soft there. Look what we're at 2000th there, look, and his foot's just a little bit soft. The ball's a little bit soft, but everything else is nice and sharp. Yeah, and I grabbed the goal, lovely, and then he gave me a cracking celebration. Old Jorginho, he'll join in whenever he can. And yeah, nice goal celebration, running towards me, and this is where I could have done with the widey really. Anyone that's in the know that was watching the game and saw me sat there with my 70-200 would have been laughing, saying, well, he should be on a widey. But still got some nice images of him, and then they just moved back a bit and gave me a bit more depth just to get some nice celebrations. And again, I just whacked the exposure compensation up a bit and got some lovely stuff. Back into the game again, and plenty more stock, look. I mean, oh, that's the Valencia manager, but I'm just going to zim through this stock, and I haven't picked out any, but anything that I think's properly nice, I'll see. That's quite a nice stock image, and just firing away when it's corners, just firing away as much as you can, getting as much stock as you can. And I say that's what the first month at least of the season is going to be, as well as grabbing the action, telling the story with your images. Grab as much stock as you can, because everyone's going to be in new kits, you're going to get new sign-ins, and it all adds up. And here's the second goal. Unfortunately, the sun was so bright, the ball just blends in a bit here, look, with what am I at? I'm at I must have knocked it there, look, I'm at 3.2, I should have been at 2.8 really, but anyway, a lovely little chip from Jorginho. And actually here, Obviously he's out of focus, look, the focusing's picked up, but the ball's nice and sharp still. These two are nice and sharp. You can still see Jorginho there, so I sent that one in because the ball was sharp. And then again, he ran round the back of the goal and then ran our way, luckily, and got some lovely sellies again. And yeah, really nice sellies, look. And again, on the 70 to 200, he ran out the sun, into the shade, look, so I just had to knock the exposure compensation up a bit, but yeah, some lovely stuff. I would have swapped to the widey if I'd had one, so I've got to get that 5D Mark IV traded in for an R6, I think, just as a third mirrorless body. I've got to catch up and get with the times and go mirrorless, so we're on a par now, we're getting mirrorless. So anyway, back to some nice close-up stuff for the ref. And a bit of Valencia players. This is a corner, so I'm just snapping away again, getting whoever I can in whatever guise I can. Oh, this was the Valencia players actually warming up. Nice little routine they had, and I just saw this flexi-vit, so I just thought I'd snap it and show it being used. You never know. And there they all are warming up. They were getting a bit of stick off the Leeds fans. Get off the pitch, because they did actually. I mean, this is at the start of their warm-up, but they did actually roughen up the pitch a bit in that corner, but it's obviously their routine. Bit of a yellow card there. I think Ampadu got fouled, and I say I didn't get too much. I like to get the old spitting images if I can. Makes a bit of difference, nice bit of depth. And yeah, he went off injured, and so that, I think it was just a dead leg, so he should be all right, because they've got a big game on Saturday against Portsmouth. So shame I'm not going to be there, but I'll just go where I'm sent. But a bit more action. Oh, got to try and get the old pan blur in. Got the pan blur settings on a second button. So just hit that button quick and go for a pan blur. Something a bit different. And this one worked out quite nice. What settings are we at there? Look, F29, 30th of a second at ISO 320 on the 400 again. And yeah, that made a nice pan blur, I thought. Bit more action. Just a bit of substitutions going on. I mean, obviously in friendlies they can bring on as many players as they like. So, and it's then a case of getting them players as well in the new kits and that. Bit of a fan, just a fan applauding, and bit of reaction. Look, I think he got a telling off. He was quite mouthy. Just not long after this, he'd already created a foul. I think he fouled Ampadu there, and Ampadu's just reacting. He had a go at the ref, and then I think he was substituted not long after that. Nice bit of Jorginho in action, just bringing the ball forward. That is on 1.6 crop on the 400, and again, if that was needed for a stock, it would get by, I think. Just lost a bit of quality in his face, look, but to say that that's the far end of the pitch, 1.6 crop on the 400, I'm quite happy with that. It's the same sort of thing as I do with the 1.4 converter that I used to have, and I used to put that on the 400 for a few, and I think that was 1.6 crop as well, midway through the park, and that one. More substitutions, and then Bamford came on quite late, so I just hosed him down and got as much as I could of him. Just for stock in the new kit. It's a shame that it's a bit of a bugger because they haven't got numbers on the shorts, so not so bad. I know most of the players at Leeds, quite lucky really. One of the number, I think that this is a new bit of text on the numbers on the back, so I thought I'd get that. And Junior coming off, just being congratulated or well played by Daniel Farker. Again, always keep an eye on the bench and keep an eye on substitutions. You never know. He could have had a blinder, had a great game, and the papers might use that as an image, you know, being congratulated for having a good game by the manager. You know, you just never know. Get as much as you can. And obviously this is, I think he was signed, where was he signed from Bournemouth? Can't remember. But anyway, good player, and I can't remember his blooming name. There's me saying good player. What was his blooming name? Let's have a look. Rothwell, Joe Rothwell. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, just been trying. He's a new signing, obviously trying to get as much stock of him as I can in the new kit, and another new signing, I think. Bit of a Valencia player, and then that's it, full time, and then just hose the players down. If you think, you know, that's a nice one, that's not so nice because it's quite messy. There's a player behind him. But that frame is really nice. If ever he has a good game and they're playing in that pink kit and they're in a good shot of him, they might use that. You never know. So that'll go down as a nice bit of stock. Lovely backdrop look, really soft, and really highlights him. And again there, Joseph. That's a nice stock picture of him. and then the manager to finish, and that's it. So yeah, that just gives you a brief idea of stock images, if you like, and whether it's top half or man with ball, man running, you know, just grab as much stock as you can for the first month of the season, and it just gives you more chance of perhaps selling an image, you know, because there's bound to be lots of player portfolios going out there, new signings. This is him, this is how he's played. And yeah, the paper's going to be reporting on lots of new signings, lots of new kits and that. So the more stock you can get, the better, you know. But anyway, yeah, so I'm at MK Dons, like I said, this weekend. Not been there before, so that'll be a good game, hopefully. Looking forward to getting down there. I will do a video on it. And like you say, I might do in the next week or two. I know I said about last month that I'm going to do a what's in my bag. And I will. I'll get my kit spread out on this desk, and I'll do a what's in my bag for season 24-25 and go through my kit, what I use and what's in my bag as spares, and what I'm planning on getting. And yeah, off we go. Football season is about to start again. Have a great weekend if you're out, guys, filming a game. And I know quite a lot of you, judging at the photography chat page on Facebook's already been doing a lot of friendlies, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few of you starting out this weekend. I hope you have a great weekend, guys. Post any of your images on the photography chat page. Get some conversation going. Let us know where you are this weekend in the comments below or whatever. And yeah, have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for watching. Look forward to your comments. Catch up next week. Job's a good one.